Good morning, tubers, or good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it is. Good whatever time it is to you. Let's enter some Arena Cube. You know the deal. Hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. What do we want to do with our pick one, pack one here? Opened a couple of good green, well, maybe just one good green card, the Titan of Industry. Nice top-end card. Some white aggro stuff. A couple lands. I guess Rafine's Tower, maybe? Pack's pretty bad, actually. At least for my style of drafting. I guess I'll go with the Tower. Nothing wrong with first picking a tri-land. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go with the Rafine's Tower here. Don't feel like I'm passing too much. Still in the mode of trying to go with the control-y decks more than the aggressive decks. Though that does mean I tend to lose to the aggro decks, but you can craft your deck around them, of course. Now that is a second pick I do enjoy quite a bit more. I'm actually going to go with Celestis here over like Kolagons or Discover. I expect the Discover the formula to wheel. I would like the Kolagons to wheel too, but that's not as likely. Thoughtseize very good. Orchi fine. I like the Celestis a lot. It ramps, it fixes, gains you life, does everything you want it to do in a non-aggressive deck. We've had some overall success with the control-y decks in the format. It's not like the best, but ooh. Again, I do prefer the control decks in general in Cube, and whereas in the last Cube it was extremely good to draft the control decks, especially blue-red. This one, it's a lot harder to do, right? I know we keep rehashing the same topic, but for those that are maybe just joining us for the first time, of course. Anyways, I'm going to third pick this Midnight Clock. I think you could take a bunch of different options here. A couple of good black cards. Elvish Mystic, very good. Beast, very good. Some okay white removal spells, but yeah, some more ramp. These are cards I all enjoy. Let's take a look at my 17 land stats here. I don't think I can set them for just the recent Cube, but still maintaining a 69% win rate in Cube overall. So it says I've done 170 drafts, 70 trophies, not a bad rate there. But recently, how have we been doing? Let's see, 5-3, 1-3, 7-2, 1-3, 5-3, yeah. Seems like it's going back and forth, alternating between trophying and doing very poorly. Can't tell if it's the aggro, no. It's a mix of everything that's doing poorly and whatnot. Anyway, if you don't know what 17 Lands is, you can go to 17lands.com. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, it's just a tracking tool that you can use on Arena to keep track of your wins, your losses, your decks. Similar to untapped.gg if you ever use that. But they also have a leaderboard that can you can compare yourself. Anyways, we move on to pick number 4. We have an Ojutai's Command. Love that card. Couple of pretty good lands for us. Chart a Course, Stowaway is also quite solid. I think I like taking a land here, but I guess I'll take Ojutai's because there are more lands that can wheel. Into a Hengegate Pathway is good. Bloodchief's Thirst is pretty good. I should start taking the removal spells. I said that you can draft around aggro in this format, and the way to do that is just take the good, efficient removal spells high. The only thing is that creatures are so good, especially in a cube, that oftentimes, if you're using a removal spell on them, the opponent's already gotten some kind of value, so it's hard to pull back from those scenarios, which is why the Wrath effects are so clutch. We talk about those a lot, but, you know, Wrath of God, the Realm Cloak Giant, Burn Down the House, Languish, Farewell, especially since it exiles, so they don't get a lot of the death triggers or whatever. And it can hit all their permanents, but if you're going to go control, those are high priority pickups for you. What else? Chandra works, that type of thing. Pick 6. Not looking that good. I've actually had really good success with the Nimble Obstructionist, though. You can just flash it in as an early blocker if you want to, but the cycling ability's surprisingly useful as well. We'll do that. Let's see. So where do we go from here? But yeah, if you still haven't played this cube yet and you wanted to give it a shot, I think aggro decks are going to be the way to go. Whether you go mono red or mono white, I think those are the two best aggro decks. But then you can do some combination of multiple colors. What are we going to get here for pick number 7? We have like a Sulphur Falls, a Witch, a Mana Tithe. I do like Mana Tithing, people. And it's one of those cards that people don't play around very frequently. You can kind of just get them. Caravan here versus Harvester. If I don't have enough creatures, the Harvester is not going to be good. But this is a fantastic card versus aggressive decks. I think I just have to take the Caravan here, though, and see what we can start to wheel. Okay, got a Foul Play, Drowned Catacomb, Jwari Disruption, all pretty solid. Man, I don't like the Foul Play as a removal spell. It's just not been very good for us. I think Catacomb's a good choice here, but we're going to go with the Jwari instead. Okay, as expected, there is the Discover on the wheel. We would play Circuit Mender, we would play Champion as well, but yeah. I do like myself a good Discover. Exclude and Negate, both good here as well. We'll go with the 2 mana counter, even though this gets creatures. Already have quite a few 3s. Damn. Stowaway, Glacial Fortress, and Pathway all came back. Guess we'll take the duel here instead. All Storm Giants. This is another card that has been really, really good for me in the control decks. People don't play around it that frequently, or at least they maybe forget about it. And 7 mana, or not 7 mana, but 7/7 Giant with Ward is huge. Might play Disallow. Could play Harbor. Okay, pretty good pack 1 for the control deck. Let's move on to pack 2, and we have opened some really, really good ones. Elishnorn, one of the better creatures in the cube. The Great Henge, one of the better non-creatures in the cube. And then for us, we have Magma Opus, Silumgar's Command, Canal, Crypt, Dismiss, Drifter. Gale's Misdirection would be good. I think Silumgar's Command is... This might be one of my favorite cards in the cube. It's just too good. Especially the fact that it kills planeswalkers, it deals with creatures, it can tempo another creature. This card has always been fantastic in the control-y decks. What's here? Wandering Emperor? Actually, yeah, that looks really good too. It's crazy how good the Wandering Emperor has been in, like, not control, constructed decks. But maybe that's not surprising. It's a planeswalker after all. It protects itself and it makes creatures. Hoping to wield the Blink or the Inquisition here, I suppose.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Looking like we're pretty heavy blue right now, with a white and black splash. Gear Hulk looks nice. Triome looks great. Lounge looks good. I think it's got to be the Gear Hulk. We just have way too many good instants already. We have Discover, Silumgar's, Ojutai's, some counters. Passing an Oracle of Moldiah, but that's in green. But it wouldn't be too hard to splash already. We have, what, Caravan, Celestis, and a land. I expect one of these Triomes to wheel, or these Tri-lands to wheel. They usually do. Ooh, the flagship too, nice. Yeah, Sky Sovereign's insane. If Sky Sovereign wasn't here, we would actually just take down, burn down the house. And try to get some red cards, because, as I was mentioning earlier, this is one of those Wrath effects, and because it hits Planeswalkers, it is really good. But Sky Sovereign is another insano way to deal with problematic creatures and Planeswalkers. This, as of late, this might be my #1 card in the cube. It does so much work. We're going to need more ways to crew it, and the crew 3 is a little bit prohibitive right now. I mean, my creature count is 2. Then we have, I guess, Emperor that can make creatures, but that takes a little bit, so. Yeah, need to find some ways to crew that thing. Solemn Simulacrum, nice pickup. Supreme Will. Biggest problem I see right now is that I don't have the early game plays versus the aggro decks. And I don't have a Wrath either. It's a Fairy now as well, sheesh. I guess I could take Brutal Cathar, but I'm not going to pass to Fairy. Yeah, so I said you need to prioritize like removal versus, or for the aggro decks, which are very prevalent. And yet I haven't really done that. I have, what, Thirst right now. I have some counters, but counters don't help you when they already are on the board, right? We have Wandering Emperor, Command, Sovereign, so yeah. Need some cheap removal spells. Things like Seal Away. What else? Oh man, Birth of Meletus would be pretty good just for that land plus 0-4 wall. I guess I really don't have a reason to be playing... No, we have the Silumgar's Command. I was going to say, we don't have much reason to be playing just Bloodchief's Thirst. I could dip into red instead, but... I mean, every single card we've taken thus far is playable for us. We haven't taken a bad card. Okay, there's a good one. Immortal Sun's nice here, but since we already have a couple Planeswalkers, I'm not going to take it. We're going to go with the Brazen Borrower. I think it's a little bit better than Disfigure, because not only has it tempo with the bounce, but it also accrues the Sky Sovereign by itself, and it just becomes a relevant creature otherwise. It's a good pickup. March of Otherworldly Light, nice, okay. That's a really good removal spell. Right Climb Pathway being passed, Omen, Pact. Start bolstering our removal. Oh, you know what? Somebody took... there was something in this pack that I wanted besides the Magma Opus. I don't remember what it was. Yep, I'm going to take the Opus here. Nice Pathway if we wanted to, but we got to go with Blink. Even though I have the Opus now, I think the Blink is better than the Pathway. We have Solemn, we have Caravan, we have Celestis. That's already 3 free pieces of fixing. Plus, remember, you can just discard this for a treasure token, and we have the Gear Hulk to go along with it, so... Nice. Oh, that was really good. Xander's Lounge, and there was the other Triome here, the Jeskai one. But now that we picked up Opus, that makes either of them good. I'm going to take Inscription here over Ral. This is kind of like a budget Brawl's Expertise in a sense. 4 mana, bounce 2 creatures. Nice. I mean, this is the end of pack 1 and we have nothing but playables, so... Look at that. We already have 23 playables, 4 lands. That's crazy, yeah. All we need to do now is fill up the holes, and there's one card that does it really nicely, the Farewell. Definitely have to take that here. What can we wheel? Black, white, red would be okay, so Savai Triome. Treasure Map would be good. Polymorphist would be fine. What are some cuts right now that are most likely? I don't need Disallow. Yeah, well, we just have to take Farewell, so it doesn't matter. Field of the Dead. If I'm not taking Field of the Dead, what are we taking? Mythos of Nethroi? I need some more black fixing too, don't I? Since we don't really need that many more playables and Mythos is a bad removal spell for us, I'm going to take the Field. There's Bural's Expertise, very good. Perfect. It might just be better to end up cutting the Opus then. Green, white, black. No. Crossroads here looks okay. Braid looks good. ECD looks good. Ah, man. I want to take the Abrade, but... I'm probably supposed to just take the Forsaken Crossroads for more better fixing. Right? Over Black-White land? Yeah, I think Crossroads is a little bit better. There's a Scarab God and Golos too. Sheesh. Those are both cards we would really want, and it feels like yet I have to take the Mind Stone here. I just need the early game. Oh man, that hurts. That was a very disciplined Mind Stone pick. Same thing here. I want to take the Epiphany, but these 2 mana accelerants are just so good for us. Yikes. Alright, we can probably cut the Inscription now since I picked up the Brawls. I think I will end up cutting that Magma Opus. There's Watery Grave. Fantastic. Oh, and Portable Hole. You know what? Portable Hole... Oh, man. That's tough. It's great fixing, and we have Field of the Dead. Oof. I better get an 8th pick Wrath of God. I mean, I did pick up Farewell, but a 4-mana Wrath would be nice. Just the Day of Judgment, please. Does this have enough win cons? Maybe this doesn't have enough win cons. Oh, there's a Hull Breaker. I don't even know if we're going to be playing something that expensive. Another one, anyway. Treasure Map, Polymorphist, Behold. I still need to make a couple cuts here. I guess I don't need Supreme Will. I don't need Ojutai's Command, actually. We have no 2-drops to bring back, so it's just like counter gain life or counter draw. Brawl? Brawl doesn't do much here. None of these cards do anything for us. Mind Flayer could be okay. It's another removal type spell. We don't need intervention. Alright, last few pickups here don't matter, looks like. We have a lot of control cards in our sideboard, but a lot of counters and stuff. Disallow, Saw It Coming, Ojutai's Command. Search First Cant is very good here too. Okay. Well, let's figure out where we want to go from here. So we're basically just blue splashing a little bit of white and black, huh? We can probably get away with 16 lands because we have 2 DFCs in the form of the Jwari and the Mimic. Although, is Mimic even that good when I don't have that many creatures? It can copy Gearhulk, Solemn, Brazen. This might not even be worth it as a land spell because it enters tapped. And we really don't want too many tap lands if we can avoid it, since we already have quite a few that we'll be playing. Wait, what the heck? Oh, I must have got some... I must have gotten the alternate card image, but this is Thirst for Discovery. I was like, what is this? Let's see. Okay, so maybe 2 cuts. Maybe Supreme Will's okay to cut. I mean, maybe Mana Tithe is just a fine cut, but that's some of the cheap interaction that I need. I don't want nothing but just like random 3-mana counters, which we have a ton of in our sideboard. I do feel like I need that Magma Opus, though. It sucks. I feel like I'm 1 win con short, either Opus or Hullbreaker. But the nice thing about Opus is that we can just pitch it early for fixing and ramp. And we have the Gearhulk with it, so... I also want to get that Ojutai's Command in, but I'm not sure I can do that. I guess the bounce spells like Brazen Borrower and Blink get better when I do have counters if we add them back in, right? You can bounce something and then counter it on the way back down. Two cuts. I'm looking at the Sky Sovereign here and just thinking that I don't have enough ways to crew it. Which really sucks. Oh, I mean, I'm going to have Field of the Dead. No. We're going to keep it. We have to. It's too good. This is tough. This is one of the harder deck builds I've ever had. Maybe I cut the negate. That feels wrong, though. Or maybe I can cut Blink since we have Brazen. And Brawls already. Okay, I'm fine with that. What if I just cut the Jwari? I guess maybe 16 lands with Jwari and all these mana rocks is also fine. But man, these decks really want to draw their lands. Feels like going 16 lands in a control deck like this is asking for trouble. But I will give that a shot, just because I don't want to cut anything. Alright, we get all those lands. I'm not missing any, right? Again, I don't want the Mimic. We don't need these. Well, I guess I could throw these green sources in for Field of the Dead. Like, it won't... The Hinterland Harbor should be okay, because it's going to be entering untapped the majority of the time, since we have... We're going to have majority islands. The issue is the breeding pool. I don't want to be paying 2 life for that, but it's probably still worth it for Field of the Dead. Okay, I'm going to try it like this. Probably some better ways to build it, but... 1, 2... That's 3 white sources. I mean, I probably don't need more than 2 planes, maybe 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3. We only need like 1 swamp for Solemn. Just go heavier on blue then. I don't need any mountains. Oh, I guess 1 mountain is okay for Solemn, but more importantly, Field of the Dead. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it still gives me 10 blue sources. How many of them are islands, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. Okay, let's go like this. And if I get rolled by 3 aggro decks or whatever, that's my fault. I signed up for it. Control we go. Round 1, Field of the Dead. Easy peasy. Round 1 we go. How are we looking? We're on the draw here. Hand looks okay. We have turn 1 Mana Tithe. We'll play Forsaken on blue here, it looks like. This is a pretty decent hand, even though we're on the draw. Yep, just gonna Mana Tithe the first thing. Tapped Breeding Pool, pass. Because we can have the Crossroads enter untapped if we want to. So let's go ahead and scry. We will add another blue here. Oh wait, we need more white. Yeah. Actually, I want white immediately for the Emperor next turn. And then I'm going to tempo down the Palladium Mirror. Solemn, okay. Land pass. Set up for the Emperor. That's fine. Oh, interesting. They're playing more creatures than I would have thought. So it might not even be right to run out the Emperor now. Or I guess I do, and I make a creature. Just make 2 creatures.
We must protect the people. Keep watch for intruders.
Something like that looks okay. We need them to not do anything crazy powerful this turn. That's pretty good. So I go to 14, then I go to 12. They kill the Emperor. I need to draw Farewell.
Years of training for this.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, I just have to pass here. Flip the Celestis. And discover and hope to find Farewell. That's fine, they only get to take 1 card off of this. I guess we'll do this in response. Did not find Farewell, though. Alright, we'll give him the tap land. We're not dead here, we're just close. Between Silmgar's and March. Oh, well, there's the Farewell. Beautiful. Creatures. I'm not going to hit their graveyard. Because I have the Opus in there. Perfect. Naked Gearhulk, we're fine with that. Let's see. Could do one of a few things here, but I guess I should just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can march for 6. Since the, Discover the Formula reduced its price. Perfect. Okay, and they passed. So now what we want to do is we want to double spell this turn to activate Celestis. So I'm going to run out the... Actually... No, I'm not. We don't need Celestis loot. We'd rather hold up Silumgar's command with the negate. Especially if they're just passing. Perfect. I think I'm just going to tick up the clock instead of flashing out Brazen. And now... I will, yeah. Now this is fine. Start looting again. We'll find more lands later. Obstructionist holding on to is better, I think. Plus we have the, Oh, I'll count. No, I won't. We have the clock ticking up as well. Gonti. Ooh, I'm gonna counter the trigger of that. Nice. Funny enough, this Plains doesn't trigger my Field of the Dead. So I think what I'm gonna do is activate Celestis. That does, though. Perfect. Play out the harbor, get a 2/2. Play out map. Brazen cannot block anything but flyers, so... We don't mind jumping with zombies. Preserve our life total. Don't think we want that. Clock up to 8. Clock up to 9. Scry on upkeep. That land I will keep for sure. Okay. Pass. Clock up to 10. Incubation Druid. I don't care about that. They don't even have double green this turn anyways. Oh, they do now. Okay, so since the clock's going to tick up, we want to just use everything. So we'll bounce the Druid, kill the Gonti. Control, baby! See? That farewell. If only we had a couple more Wrath effects in this deck. But that worked out perfectly. Drew it right when we needed to. And we go to game 2. And looks good. I'm going to be playing out the Jwari Isle, I think. I guess I would need Crossroads on white for Mana Tithe. Actually, you know what? I'm going to lead on Crossroads, white. Then for turn 2, we'll hold open Mana Tithe. Play out the Jwari as a land. Okay, I do want that land. And that also means I might not need to run out the Jwari after all. Let's see. God, it's going to be super tempting to run Guardian Idol out on turn 2. Oh, nope, not if they're aggro. Now I probably need to hold open a counter here. So we can go Jwari, whatever they play this turn. Then we can go land, Guardian Idol. Hold up Mana Tithe. Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna play out the map. Obviously, I'm gonna Mana Tithe something if they play something that I can, but flipping the map ASAP is super important. Ooh, and we are getting rewarded here. They didn't play a card. Let's scry for land. Nope, just need land. Good. As bad as it sucks, I think I'm gonna shock myself so I can hold up Tithe. Because this is where they could have Chandra or some other Planeswalkers or whatever. Showdown. Yeah, no thank you. It was a huge Mana Tithe. Okay. Tap this. Bottom planes now. Good. So now we have Expertise and Magma Opus available. I have 2 cards in my graveyard for search. Oh, I'm tempted to have activated the Guardian Idol there, but I don't want to use a treasure. Oh, they do have Chandra.
It's my turn.
There's History of Benalia. I can just kill the Chandra by activating the Hall of Storm Giants. But I think it's probably better to Opus this turn. Angel Fire Ignition. Okay. So let's see. Chandra's on. So this is going to be perfect. We get to go shoot for 3, shoot for 1. Tap, tap. And then the Sky Sovereign can finish off Chandra. DEA beautiful. Actually, now that we've drawn Discover, it's probably better just to smack the Chandra for... Wait, what? Hello? What? Okay, that's bugged. Oh. Did I disconnect? Somebody disconnected here. I guess I should restart and see. Interesting. Quality. No, it's not me. My internet's okay. I know there used to be a bug with Magma Opus where if you targeted like the same thing, the game would crash. I'm not sure if that's what happened there or what. Wait, were we 1-0? Oh, so they must have conceded. They must have conceded and the game glitched out. That, yeah, that had to have happened. I've seen that before, so our best bet is that our opponent conceded to the Magma Opus and then the game still just carried on for some reason. Anyway, we are on the play. Hand looks good. We've got our most important card in hand. Good old Farewell. So we're going to go turn 2 search, turn 3 we get to hold open the Obstructionist. And yeah, we want to just buy time. Oh yeah. Solemn's good too. It's going to ramp us up to that Farewell or Fairy. That's pretty juicy. I'll keep that. Witch. Good enough. Land? Now we just need land. Ooh, punished. Punished for keeping the tithe. Spawn of Mayhem. I'm going to cycle the Obstructionist here. We just need to find land, and that's going to put us closer towards flipping our Azcanta. So we have double white. We have double blue. But we don't already have an island, and we don't need a swamp, so we'll grab an island here for Field of Dead purposes. Next turn's gonna be pretty nice. We have Teferi uptick into holding up Brazen. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Ow, ow. Sheesh. Like to find some lands here.
Let's skip to the good part.
Good. Guess I might as well attack. They could play a hasty ground creature, but I want to see where they attack first. We have 5 cards in our graveyard now. Glorybringer is such a beating every time. Sap Vitality. That leads me to believe they could have another hasty creature in their hand. Indeed they do. Okay. Alright, well, let them go to combat. So I wonder, it's actually better here to bounce the Mayhem, isn't it? And go to 1. Yeah. If they have a burn spell, so be it, I die. But it's either going to 1 or we're going to 2, so not much big difference. Let's see, breeding pool. Alright, graveyard, we don't need a tap land. We do want to flip. More mana, that's actually a good draw too. We go draw.
No time for a break.
Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, so I can go farewell, creatures, exiling the Phoenix. Forsaken. It's another white's okay. Keep that. Untap. Untap. Oh, they didn't have a 1 damage burn spell. Oh, I can't draw that. But they did have a pyro. So what could I have done differently that game, I wonder? It was the mana tithe. Well, I think keeping the mana tithe was good, but then we missed on that land for 1 turn, and that's what cost us. So is it hindsight to say that I should have bottomed the mana tithe? I did have farewell in my hand, so we did want to just hit mana. Okay, I could believe it. I could believe that the mistake was keeping mana tithe and not just looking for lands. Wow. That is unfortunate. We'll go down to 6. That is much better. Okay. I'm going to pitch the boat here. March can be early interaction. Nice. So is that Thirst. Solemn will ramp us to the farewell. Uh-oh, Sultai poop ramp. If I was on the play, I would kill their Haven there. But I don't want to exile Farewell to cast March, obviously. Okay. I will lose 2 life, that's fine. I think I like exiling their Haven here. Next turn we go Solemn. Solemn unlocks our command, which kills Ob. We don't mind taking a little bit of damage.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Nice. Pass is great. So we have double white, we have double blue. Getting an extra black is not bad here since we have the Thirst for kicker. Damn, their lands are sweet too. They might be running a Field of the Dead. Metamorph Solemn. I dig it.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Let's see. I don't really want them to... I guess I'll attack their Ob first and see what they do. Yep. That's good. Search is also a good draw. So let's go like this. Let's return and kill. Any of these lands always enter tap. The Ziatoras, I guess. I don't love bouncing a land that they can cycle later on, but I don't know. I don't think they have that luxury of just cycling, right? Yet. I mean, maybe they have nothing but more lands in their hand, and that was good for them, but I like setting them back. Perfect. Alright, that worked out. Pass? Oh, and we drew Field of the Dead. Okay, all of a sudden this started looking very good. Because if we've entered a control game now, well, we have 3 permanents that are really annoying for control decks. The Search, the Clock, and the Field. Good card. Nice little 2-for-1 there. It does get me much closer to flipping my Azcanta, though. Now we're at... Like, if we flip the Azcanta with this type of board state, it's going to be hard to lose. The only problem with discarding Thirst... Oh, looks like they might have a way to kill it. Nice! Well, we're back to losing now. Play land, make a 2-2, say go. They only have 3 cards left in their hand. My zombies are free anyways. Hoorah, that's fine. I will take 1 hit for 4. They might not overcommit though. Ah, well that worked out. Let's see. Creature, artifacts, creatures, we want graveyards. And we can play Mind Stone after we eat their food. The only other play I could have made here was Mind Stone first. And then I'd be able to sack the Mind Stone. No, wait. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. Jeez! They ripped an Opus, huh? Alright. Oh, there's their Field of Dead. Yeah, we called it. Turn late. Okay, well, let's... That's good. I think we have to brawls here. Yeah, well, of course we do. We need to fade on them having a big spell for a turn, but I guess that works. Crazy game. Right, let's get looting with the Celestis. Hey, 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 what is this? That looks like a card to me.
Let's slow this down.
Cycle Guard in response.
Hurry.
Well, I'm not gonna say that was a good draw, because it wasn't. Unless they have another Stone Coiled Serpent type card. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay. That is a huge problem. Yeah, they have the Golos. They have the Mirror Breaker. I've already used my Farewell, too. Too surprised they're not going face there. They get to start activating Golos if I don't find anything.
Time for a break.
Jeez, okay. This ain't looking ideal. Man, alive. Holy smokes. Actually, you do get to flip it again. I mean, I'm probably dead here. Yep. Oh, we live? We survive. Okay. Hold up. Drag Tusk, land. Alright, that wasn't that bad. So I'm gonna bounce a token instead of Golos, because they can cast the Thragtusk for free anyway, so they would just get to cast the Golos for free as well. Although that, actually if I bounced the Golos, well they would have got an extra 2/2, but they would have also flipped the Celestis. Oh, okay, that works out. So it is gonna go to daytime here. What is in my deck that I can hit? Let's see. Farewell's gone. I have Opus, Gear Hulk, Wandering Emperor, Boat. Nimble Obstructionist.
Hold that thought.
Okay. Play draw out as a land, get a 2/2. Let's see. If I Wandering Emperor eat Golos, I go back up to 5. I'm gonna untap 2 lands here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm 1 short of being able to Magma Opus. I go to 5. I go block. Block. No, that doesn't quite keep me alive. What can I Gear Hulk from the graveyard? Stilumgar's Command. Stilumgar, so flashing, because Brazen Member cannot block. Oh wait, I can cycle Magma Opus and then Gear Hulk it. Yes, that is a play. So I have to let them keep their Golos this turn. How many cards do they have left? 10? Uh-oh, they kept it on top. Well, that's probably not a good sign. Alright, so killing the Woe Strider I don't think is good enough because they can just bring it back anyways, right? So let's shoot 2 zombies. Tap Thragtusk. And Strider. I'm gonna go down to... I might not have enough ways to win left in my deck. Yeah, those are all 2/2s. Alright. Storm the festival. Okay, they can't actually storm here. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I guess they can. Never mind, it doesn't go to graveyard. Five cards left, though. Okay. Okay. We're not dead. We're just dying. What's left in my deck? Treasure map, caravan, flagship. I guess I have to try to draw for flagship here.
You know what?
Oh, that worked. That worked out wonders. And now we leave the Brazen Borrower back to crew the boat. Hall of Storm Giants, make a land, or make a 2/2. I think we're holding here. Remember, in a pinch I can tuck to Fairy on itself. So, they might be decking out. A crazy game. Primal Command. They're putting Teferi back on top, but that's okay. Oh, they shuffled their graveyard. Oh, I see. I see, I see. Right. I guess I need to counter that then. Well, that's brutal. So we might have to go for the damage win con after all. The damage win con of boat and boat and brazen.
Then guide it like water. Remember your training.
Okay. Left in deck we have Treasure Map, Cultivator's Caravan, so not much. So let's see. Play out land, make a 2/2. I think I tuck the Golos here.
I know what must be done.
Tuck the Golos. Make a token.
Guards, to me.
Let's see, if I crew, I kill the 3/2. Hit them. Activate Celestis, gain a life, don't draw a card. Pass. Do we win? They need to find something here. That doesn't kill me. Removal spells win. Removal spell wins. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. Oh no, the Brazen can't block anyways. Oh, what I could have done is crewed the Sky Sovereign with the Brazen and just attacked like that. A crazy game. Oh, they did have it. Okay. That's lethal, right? Yep. Dang. I think that does it. I also could have not activated Celestis and then left up the Hall of the Storm Giants. Wow. Maybe I punted that. Feels like I punted that. I killed them a turn, or rather, I went for the kill a turn too early. Oh, man. That was a good game, though. Good game, but I think I just messed it up. Yeah, so if I crew the Sky Sovereign with the Brazen Borrower, I have one extra blocker. That works. And actually, if I don't activate Celestis... Wow. Oh, no. If I don't activate Celestis, that doesn't work. Because I'd be at 3. So yeah, the play was crew the Sovereign with the Brazen, not attack with the Brazen. And then still have the 4/4 token up as well. Damn, what a game. What a crazy game. Well, can't be too upset by games like that because it was a good game. It went super long, super back and forth, and then I just made one little mistake at the end of the game there. And that cost me, so GG's. Good stuff. On to the next now. What are we on the play? Looks good. Let's lead with Fortress tapped, since we don't have any way to play it untapped yet, and that way we can sandbag the Forsaken for a turn or two. They have Rafine's Tower. Ah, I also have a Rafine's Tower. Dude, this Mana Tide has been clutch, let me tell you. Always feels good to have like a 2-mana counter of sorts when you have a Teferi in your hand. That's probably really good versus green, but I think we're gonna bottom it. Alright, we have double blue, we have double white. We have the red. Oh, we just want more blue then. Solemn. Nope, I don't think we need that anymore. We're gonna flip the map next turn, assuming they don't have a Rex Sage or something. So I will definitely negate like a random line up a shot for naturalize or whatever. Sweet. It's a good draw too. Alright. Play out the Teferi. We can negate if they have a counter here. If they don't, that's gonna be pretty disgusting.
Sorry I'm late. No time for a break.
Man, what kind of hand do they have? Oh, maybe they were just missing a bunch of red. Another Golos. Okay. Two, 4, 6, 8. No Field of the Dead though, just a Triome. Let's go ahead and draw off of one of our treasures. Draw.
You know what? I'm not.
That's 7 cards in hand. So go up to 9. So we can go Caravan into Azcanta. And to hold up Bounce and Negate. It's possible I should have just bounced the Golos before they could play a land and activate the ability, though. Oh, I might get punished by doing that, huh? Yeah, in fact, I kind of like doing this. Doesn't really matter if they just recast it. I guess if I hadn't played out Search for Azcanta, I could have flashed out the Wandering Emperor and tried to eat the Golos, but assuming they did have a 7th land, they could have just played it and activated it without attacking first, you know? Ulvenwald Hydra. Alright, still no Field of the Dead. We're gonna ultimate Teferi at this rate.
Keep up the pace.
2, 4. Well, I guess I should do something here since we're gonna untap a few lands off of. Oh wait, that's not Azcanta. I guess we'll just flash out Brazen and then untap the lands just to utilize our mana. Okay. Base. Terrifying. They're holding priority. They were planning on doing something. Well, I'm just gonna Wandering Emperor exile it. We're still holding open Negate and Command, so feeling very confident in our position.
You're just underwhelming.
Slice you up, gain 2.
You are not much of a road.
Ulamog! Okay. Well, they get to eat my planeswalkers, I guess. Actually, let's see here. This is where having the stupid Nimble Obstructionist would be nice to exile, or to counter the ability. Let's bounce to Fairy. And we can kill our own Emperor.
Back to wandering.
Pretty funny. Okay. Sky Sovereign. Put that in the graveyard. Ooh, that's very good. Let's attack for 3. Farewell creatures. And then we get to recast to Fairy plus hold up and negate still.
Isn't a fight. Hurry.
Ah, where were you last turn? I do have to be a little bit wary. They have that lair of the Hydra over there too. It's fine. We're not going to counter the trigger. Oh, I guess I can't even. Never mind. Need 3 mana for Nimble. Pretty nice for us they don't have Field of the Dead. I think they're just going to hit Teferi for 3 with Lair. Notably, if had they just activated Lair to begin with, I wouldn't have anything to do. Teferi would die. Although we haven't hit our clock yet, right? Yeah, so we still have clock somewhere. To reshuffle everything back.
Let you win.
Let's flip. Draw.
Let's skip to the good part.
13 cards. Yeah, I mean, Gear Hulk on Discover is pretty freaking juicy. Should probably hold on to some number of lands for Field of the Dead, but we also want to utilize all our manas. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm not going to attack with Caravan this turn. Just gonna untap and pass. We're holding up Opus and Negate, or if they go for Golos activation, I can just Nimble it. Man, these have been some crazy control-y games. Ah, I'm sad I messed up that last one, but it was a good game. Got a little bit too eager to go for the kill in that previous game. Banefire for 6. Well, that is uncounterable. So I guess I just crew in response. Alright, Gear Hulk down. Solemn. Don't care about that. Although I guess that was probably the only time Jwari was going to be relevant again. I mean, we can still play this out as a land for Field of the Dead, but kind of funny. Let's just Opus here. Put the clock on. Fortiface. Tap, tap. There's our field. Draw, down to 6 cards in deck.
Keep up the pace.
Nice draw there as well. We're gonna go for Hall instead of Field, I think. Oh, actually no, because if I go Solemn plus Field of the Dead. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Why am I playing this first? Well, mistakes were made, obviously. I guess now I'm gonna save face and play out the Hall of Storm Giants. And for 9, if I just poop out the Nimble, it's probably fine. Okay. Yeah, if I find a way to lose this game, it's gonna be pretty sad. Activate Golos. Alright. Well, I did just run out the Nimble, so what'd they get? A bunch of garbage? I am A-okay with that. So we're guaranteed to find our clock within the next 2 draws between the Azcanta activation and our draw step. But presumably we just win here next turn. Oh man, both these last 2 games, it's come down to like the last couple of turns and I've just made some bad mistakes. Actively trying to throw away this draft. That's fine. They're not going to have any permanents that they can seek. Set of the Wilds this late in the game does nothing, obviously. Alright, so it looks like Brawl's expertise is going to be GG here. This game would have been a lot different had they had a Field of the Dead. They would have just made so many 2/2s early on. This is not a good idea. Whoopsies. Hall of the Dead, or Hall of Storm Giants rather, claims another soul. Care about that. Mimic, sure. Hey, we actually got to Jwari something. Turn 20. Turn 20 Jwari. Nice. GG's. Okay. Whew. Damn. So what are we, 3-2 now, and I should be 4-1? Ah, love these decks. Love these decks. I'm gonna continue to say it, but nothing wrong with drafting brain dead aggro. If you want to draft aggro, it is the best strategy in this format. But man, when you win with a deck like this, it just feels so much more satisfying, at least to me. Obviously, aggro's great to draft every once in a while, because sometimes you just want to go like 1-drop, 2-drop. Embercleave, 3-drop Embercleave or whatever, but the grind is the fun part for me. You gotta play on hard difficulty, and that's what we are definitely doing here. Okay. So that unlocks our Glacial Fortress. Uh-oh, here we go! We are gonna need... Ooh, that's a good draw. But I actually wait a turn. In case they play like a Thalia here, we need to mana tithe it. Oh, I can't mana tithe that. Fine. We have to counter that, otherwise they flip their Legion's Landing next turn. It's a good draw as well. But I think we have to lead with Idol, because that unlocks our Silumgar's Command next turn. If we get to go Silumgar's Command into Gearhulk Silumgar's, I think we're going to be really happy with our position. Oh, baby. Let's main phase this. We're gonna bounce the token, kill the druid. That's gonna pump their pelt collector. Oh no, it doesn't, because it gives -3/-3. I lied. Ooh, combo. Ooh, combos. Wow. All right, I need a land for Gear Hulk here. Perfect. I'm gonna main phase this, so they can't do anything in response. So return that, kill that. That might just be game over right there. Now they have no target for Fall of the Imposter. They reset their pelt collector to a freaking 1/1. That's fine. You're not developing out the board. We are winning that game. Even get to attack for 2? Amazing. Oh wait, why did they cast out when they had Fall of the Imposter going active? I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 7. So we want to hit a land here. Untapped. They have to be like, why did they just shock themselves? Okay, I'm glad they played that pre-combat. So we are going to kill both of those. Tap, tap. Oh wait, cancel. What am I doing? There we go. Beautiful. Scry. Keep. Celestis. Activate. Gain a life. Loot. Very nice. We're not blocking since Jugin's going to make the Adanto a 4/2. So we might as well attack. I mean, we can race them very easily here. And if they make a mistake, we're going to kill them with the Hall of Storm Giants anyways. Yeah, I think we go for lethal. It'll work. Thirst the dog. Activate Hall. And that is lethals. Let's go! Woo. Okay. Satisfaction is real. What are we, 4-2 now? 4-2. Should be 5-1, but 4-2. Go to the next. Let's get it. I mean, I say we should be 5-1, but that's not really the case, right? Obviously, if you mess up, that's on you. Alright, we need to find one white source here, but this hand looks pretty good. I can always just cycle the Magma Opus. If we do need to hit that double white. Against another control deck. Okay. Might be doing draw go for a little while here. It's a very good draw too. So I'm gonna pass this turn, not run out the search, because what I want to do is I want a Wandering Emperor plus hold up negate in case they have a counter. Is that Saw It coming, or is that Epiphany? It's usually Epiphany, but it might be. does. Alright, so we have to hope they don't have a second counter here. Very good. And now we can start the pressure.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water. May your blade strike true.
Let's lead on the search in case they have like a spell. Well, I guess if they had spell pierce, they would have already used it last turn. Pumping the idol is going to be a pretty decent play if they don't kill it. Just like, oh, interesting, sure. If they have brazen, no, I still feel like we want to make another 2/2.
Keep watch for intruders.
They're going to be incentivized to flash out the brazen to kill the Wandering Emperor now. I mean, they have a bunch of cards in their hand, but I have search and I have pressure, so could be worse. Wow, okay. That makes it really, really tough for them now, doesn't it? So we do want to uptick here. I'm going to go to combat, see what they do.
We've got the edge in this fight.
They didn't have another 2-mana counter last turn, or whatever, the turn that I played Wandering Emperor. But now this is going to make it really tough for them, because if they have a counter, then they can't brazen. They did. Alright, good. That's 4 cards in our graveyard now. Lazelle. They go for the blue mode where they get to conjure a creature from my deck. Probably supposed to keep that.
May your blade strike true.
They have no reason to flicker here. Oh, weird. I guess they just wanted to conjure another creature. So what they can conjure Obstructionist, Solemn, and Gearhulk from me. Those are kind of nasty, sadly. Could trade that with Boat, but I think I'll just chump. So they might just pass. I'm assuming they're gonna hit Gear, or they have hit Gearhulk or something. Yeah. Put a 1/1 counter on the idol.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Alright, assume that the Gearhulk's coming down or something. Oh, they hit an... That sucks. Alright, so that eats my boat.
I am the Emperor of Combat.
Nothing I can do about that.
I will protect my people.
Sure.
My judgment is final.
I'm gonna have to main phase bounce this then. since it's lost the ability. If they recast it, they do get to specialize once more, but... Gosh, I just have to assume they have at least one Gear Hulk in their hand, which is so gross. We have 5 cards in our graveyard. Okay, they stole Solemn. That's fine. That's really good. Flicker the Solemn now. Sheesh. That's a really good turn for them. So I'm gonna sack my Mind Stone on upkeep and then flip the search.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Not sure why it used double white there. What the heck? Man, we want that really badly. Well, I guess I'm not gonna flip.
Let your blade do the talking.
There you go. Gale. Okay.
Remember your training.
That's fine. We'll just let our Wandering Emperor die.
Until next time, then.
We're gonna go for Brazen Flash, end of turn. Okay, so I think we want to cast... Actually, no, we can get them really good here. We let them flip, and then we end of turn Brazen, and see if they disallow. If they don't, I get to kill their Wandering Emperor. We want to find a land here. Untapped. Ah, darn it. Okay. Well, this will still work out. Because they might just flash out their Brazen instead. Perfect. Alright, so this resolves. Now we go Gear Hulk. While they don't have Disallow open, hit the Magma Opus. Probably best to clear a little bit here. Instead of going full face, I would think. We can either kill the Charming Prince... Well, we're definitely targeting Brazen. I guess I could hit them for 3. That's probably fine. Keep the pressure on. You know, if they were going to make this play, we could have probably gone for the attack of the weenies here, too.
I guess that's it, then.
But we have flipped Search for his Canta now, so that's going to be really, really good. The issue now is, I guess, their Gale making a bunch of potential 1/1s. And we bin the Farewell. And they still have one more creature that they stole from me with Lizelle. Yeah, I probably should have killed the Charming Prince. It would have made my Gear Hulk attack better, too. Oh, okay. So it was just 2 Solemns that they took then, right? Because they only had double Lizelle. That's good. So no Gear Hulk in their hand. I will go ahead and play out Celestis. Alright, they didn't even consider countering it. I'm playing out the land here because we want to be able to activate the Escanta plus flash out the Obstructionist. They have no good attacks. I guess they're just looking to draw a card here. We'll take it. Because if they get too frisky with their ground creatures, then I get to attack back, so. Very nice. Very nice. I don't think Mana Tithe is going to be useful anymore. Go land, pass again. I don't need to do anything since the flyer is just going to get there. Although I think I like forcing the issue end of turn and probably flashing out the Obstructionist. Opt and passed, okay. That's pretty good as well. Still, I don't see any need to do anything except just keep attacking with the Brazen and drawing cards with our Escanta. They have to pull the trigger eventually. Alright, that's fine. So what we can do here is now cycle. Counter the cast out trigger. And that's something that they could disallow. But that's good for us if they finally get it out of their hand. Okay, if not, they go to 2. Okay. So we let that resolve. We let the token resolve. And then we counter. Sorry, wait, what? Yes. Counter and kill the bird. Celestis flips. Can probably ditch this Drari. Disruption now. Nope, we don't need the planes. Whoa! So they're gonna fire off a Wrath here? If it's Farewell, we don't want to block either of those Solemns. But they might not realize I have Hollow Storm Giants. Okay. Sad it was an actual Wrath to draw them cards. Well, they're dead multiple ways here. Like, we have the Hall. We have the Guardian Idol. So... Feel of the Dead is just the cherry on top. They sat on that disallow forever. Oh my gosh, I get to actually counter this. Wow. Sorry. Sorry, friend. Oh, these games are good. We've been playing against a lot of other control-y decks, not too many creature decks. 5-2 now. Happy with that result. Keep the beats. Damn, this is a 2-hour video. You know, whenever I upload a short video that says, or that's like, oh, a 2 and 3 or a 1 and 3, and it's like 40 minutes long, people are always like, oh man, look at the video length. Guess Kenji wins in 5 seconds every game. But you know what? Nobody ever talks about the 2-hour videos. Nobody ever says, until now, I'm sure, wow, 2-hour video. Something. I guess I don't know what they would say. It's not as funny, I guess, that way around. Anyways, on to game 8. Keep? It's a weird hand, but... this is the hand that is gonna die to aggro. And I accept it. Unless we find a white source early. Yep, that's not a good sign. Turn 1 puppy. So we need to draw some ramp for this Brawl's expertise. There's the white source, but I think I have to go land, pass here, and hold open Jwari. Hope that we get to Jwari. A 4-drop this turn would be nice. Come on, like Chariot, please. That's good enough too. Any 4-drop, anything that I could Jwari there, I was gonna Jwari there. Let's put it that way. Search, tower. Could have also marched the Innkeeper since we drew Fortress, but I think we wait. Yeah, Garrick's unfortunate. We really would like to find something good to do off of Brawl's expertise. That's good. That's very good, actually. I guess I have to... well, crap. No, I feel like I need to play it safe here, don't I? Preserve my life total. I could have just thirsted the Garrick, but that gets 5 power off the battlefield, and I have Brawls plus Teferi coming up soon, so... I think this makes more sense.
The trail is fresh.
The Horn Beetle. Yeah, Garrick doesn't look very scary, but even though the cards that you get off Garrick are pretty weak overall, just free creatures every turn is kind of nuts. We need to draw Farewell. Okay. Well, I cannot Teferi, it just dies. But Brawl's expertise on those is pretty weak. I guess we are going to Teferi here, and the reason is it digs us toward a land and it gains 5 life.
You know what?
You know? Also gets an extra card in the graveyard for our thirst.
I speak for the wilds.
It is possible that they just go face, but I'm guessing they're going to kill the Teferi here. Damn. Damn, I really don't want to exile my search for his Kanta. But Garrick's Uprising could be a problem. It is not a problem yet. Let's assume they kill Teferi. That puts 4 cards. Oh, they're going to tuck it. Oh, even better. Okay, then we have Teferi again for next turn. The turn after Farewell. Rag Tusk. Hard to say no to that. You know, I legitimately think my way to win this game is to replay the Teferi this turn. An uptick. And just plan on going to 1. Oh, that was actually a good draw. I can flash that in block now. Because I want to get the Teferi down before Farewell. That way I can Farewell the Thragtusk. They get a 3/3 token, and then I tuck the token if they just go face again. You know?
Well, I'm pretty wily for a farm boy. I have no pity for you.
Wow, that's super greedy. Oh, it costs 1 less. Right. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. So this puts me to 1. Leaves the Teferi alive. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so let's flash this in. Teferi's gonna live with 1 loyalty because they have trample. We don't want to trade with the Timeless Witness. That's probably worth keeping. Oh, I can't tuck anymore. Okay. Right, I don't get to tuck anymore, so they do get a 3/3 left over.
Skip to the good part.
Sure. I think I need to keep my graveyard, so let's just exile creatures. We do get to hold open negate here. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's kill or be killed.
Ooh, this is a good game. It's nice and close. Fully imagine they'll be attacking and killing Teferi, of course. That troll also gains Hexproof. Yep. So we can flip the Iskantha now.
How long do you want to wait for?
Right, yeah, we don't want that plains. Transform. We go bounce, bounce. Bounce the troll and make it a 2/2, or just bounce the innkeeper. I guess we're gonna target the troll, make him give it hexproof. I'm still gonna be taking 3 damage next turn either way. I don't really have the luxury of holding up negate here. We're gonna need to draw Magma Opus now 2, 4, 6. Yeah, Magma Opus is what we need.
This is my
We only have one card after the Greeters. So we got a couple looks at it. Gear Hulk. Gear Hulk hits March, which doesn't do anything because they don't have a token. I can't actually keep Gear Hulk. That's crazy. Remember, Gear Hulk is only instants, and I only have one instant. Darn it. If they had that token still, I'd be able to hit it. Yeah, shoot. That sucks. I can't hit Opus anymore if I scry. What other cards are in the deck that I can hit then? Wandering Emperor, Silumgar's Command. Okay, I do think we'll scry for one then. Okay. Okay, still surviving. I can't kill Garrick, sadly, but... This is super awkward. Either one I bounce is really strange. I guess we don't want to rebounce the troll and turn it into a 3/3 hexproof.
it's kill or be killed.
Okay. At this point, it's got to be just Magma Opus. Oh, they messed up. They should have played the Greeter. No, never mind. Doesn't make sense. I bounced the Greeters. Oh, Huntmaster. All right. So I'm not even sure if Magma Opus does it anymore. This is where we needed a second Wrath so badly. A second Wrath would just win. Also, we kind of got soloed by the Garrick. Good beats. I don't think there's anything I can hit now. Oh man, that would have been good way long ago. Holy crap, Field of the Dead would have kept us alive a long time ago. Alright, that's it. GG's. Like I said, the Garrick doesn't look that good, but just making free creatures, even if the creatures are bad, is super clutch. Alright, that was fun. 5-3. We had some really good games. The one game I regret, but it was still a fantastic game, was that game where I ended up dying exactsies because I got a little bit too aggressive, but that was a fun one. Much more fun than, well, I guess an aggro deck probably would have gotten 7 wins in half the time, but you know what? This is what I like to do, so hopefully you enjoy watching this type of deck, because I think this is where you can probably learn the most. So many different options, decisions, and everyone's so important. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. We will be back tomorrow for some more, so don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you get them notifications, and yeah, peace out.